Kenny Arpin and the rest of the team from the professionals at Wantirna. We'd like to welcome you all here this morning, and would also like to take this opportunity of publicly thanking our vendors for entrusting us with this fantastic opportunity here today, and we wish them all the best, as we do with you, our buyers out there. Isn't this fantastic? Warmth and sunshine at last, and I think it's absolutely fantastic that the gardeners come out at the right time. I think the flowers and the plants and the trees and the shrubs throughout the property, as they are in the rest of the neighbourhood here, are coming out just at the right time, and it's an absolute joy to be performing this auction for you here this morning with such a lovely property. The printed form of contract that we're selling from here today is that printed form as set out by the Law Institute and the Real Estate Institute of Victoria. Copies of this contract and its annexures have been available for your inspection and for your solicitor's inspection prior to today, and I would hope that you have made all the necessary inquiries pertaining to the contract and to the property that we have to offer you here this morning. Within that printed form of contract is a reference to the Sale of Land Regulations 2014 and the auction conditions contained therein, of which there are mandatory announcements to be made by the auctioneer, and they are as follows. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property that has been knocked down to the successful bidder, or after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. I will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders and bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides fines for this conduct. To indicate that I'm making a bid during the auction on behalf of the vendor, I will say vendor bid when making a bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Devonish lawyers are the vendor's legal representatives. They've prepared the contract in its entirety and described the property as number 46 Bellbird Drive here in Wantirna. Its legal description being lot 53 under plan of subdivision PS 094086. Certificate of Title Volume 8993, Folio 390. Included with the purchase of the property are all fixed floor coverings, light fittings, window finishings, and all fittings and fixtures of a permanent nature. 10% deposit is required on the fall of the hammer, in this case, slap of the contract in my hand. Jasmine, balance of payment or settlement has been 60-90 days, so very flexible there indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of time to get your affairs in order. Also annexed to the contract, we have special conditions, quite straightforward in their construction. Zoning is General Residential Zone 2, and we have copies of Council of Water Rates, Certificate of Land Tax, Diagram of Sanitary Drainage, a search on behalf of Vic Roads, which is clear, as with a building search there. All services are available to the property, and vacant possession is given on completion. Are there any questions, either on the contract or on the property? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Nope, fantastic. The subdivision was done way back in 1969 here, ladies and gentlemen, so quite a number of years ago, when you were just a very handsome young man, sir, as was I. We remember it well. We were probably getting into trouble around about that time. We are offering you, of course, 1,342 square metres of land. Where do you get that nowadays? I just saw you huffing there, Lou. What size is the average block nowadays in a subdivision? Yes. 5s and 6s. This is 1,342. This is old school, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure you'll agree when you walk down the back of the property there, and that backyard just meanders all the way down to the fence line with those gorgeous trees, the bushes. There's obviously loads and loads of fauna in the area as well, and I think it's absolutely magnificent. The home itself was top of the range in its day. When you walk inside, you're walking back into yesteryear, of course, and ladies nodding there in agreement. And I'm sure you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely pristine, and that is the way that they all lived in those days. The vendors' parents were German, they were European. I have German in-laws, and they were exactly the same. I thought I was walking back into their home as I walked in. And with that, you've got all the features of that period in there, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. 3 good-sized bedrooms, and this one with the main bedroom at the front of the property, having the ensuite bathroom there, all the cupboards, the walk-in robes, absolutely fantastic. And then we go into the main bathroom there, and it's got a big corner spa bath. Unheard of in that day. So top of the range, and very, very well looked after indeed. 2 other bedrooms there, ladies and gentlemen, plenty of room to move, and there's loads and loads of light coming into the property. It presents very well indeed. I love the parquetry flooring, I love the cabinetry, big laundry there with plenty of storage space with those cabinets, and then we move down into the meals area, again with that bay window or conservatory window looking out onto the courtyard on the side down this boundary here. And with that, again, loads and loads of light coming in. You've got the kitchen, Tasmanian oak, was upgraded at some stage, and then from there you walk into the formal dining and formal living room. L-shaped in design, plenty of room to move there, high ceilings again, and of course access from there out into that magnificent sunroom. I did my inspection of the property a couple of Sundays ago when I think it was about 10 degrees. It was coming in icy cold off the bay, and that sunroom was absolutely magnificent indeed. They've got the recliner chair in there, great place to have a Sunday afternoon snooze or just relax and enjoy your favourite drink or libation. From here, ladies and gentlemen, we walk outside to the big garage, lock-up garage, and that great workshop shed out the rear there, plenty of storage space again, and then that magnificent garden. You've got the camellias, you've got the bushes, you've got the jonquils, all the flowers are coming out in bloom here. We've got yellows, purples, pinks, reds, absolutely spectacular indeed. And of course, as it is with the rest of the street, it looks absolutely beautiful indeed. The potential of the property lies in the potential to extend at the rear, create that modern space, that 2017 space there. Big family room out the back maybe, another couple of bedrooms, maybe a parent's retreat with another ensuite bathroom. The choice is yours. There is potential to subdivide, ladies and gentlemen, either pop another property down the back of the block, retain this one in the front, or look at redeveloping the whole block, but subject to your own inquiries, of course, and that very important council approval. We are in the heart of everything here with shopping and transport facilities on offer. Knox and Eastland, very short distance away. Wantirna Mall, Heathmont Shops, all in easy access of this particular property. 5 to 10 minutes and you're in the heart of a shopping precinct. We've got good schools in the area with Heathmont College and Vermont College not too far away. We've got the Dandenong Creek Trail just down the back of the property there. There's some great cycling and walking trails down there, and of course if you like chasing that little white ball around, Ringwood Golf Course is just behind us there as well. 5 minutes, you're on Eastlink to any part of Melbourne, and we've got great transport and train facilities close by as well. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Step back in time, pristine condition, loads of potential to further develop the property, either as a home or a development. It's up to you, and of course that very, very important council approval. Where do we go? Looking for an opening bid or an offer? Here on 46 Bellbird Drive, Wantirna. I'm looking to you now for an opening bid or an offer. Should be around that 900, 850 mark to start and see where we go from there. Not too high, not too low. As with the serial, just right. Where do we go? Start me away. Opening bid or an offer should be around that 850 mark to start. See where we go from there. 1,342 square metres, ladies and gentlemen. Where do you get it, sir? 850 bid. $850,000 bid now at 850 bid, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to see the 20 over and above that figure. 850, make it 870 anywhere around the crowd. $850,000 worth of starter now. It's a gorgeous family home, beautiful block of land. 850 right in the heart of everything, close to all the amenities in the area. $850,000 bid now at 850, looking for 870 anywhere around the crowd at 850. $850,000, 870 anywhere. Take that 20 and I call it once. $850,000 calling twice. 870, well done, sir. $870,000 against you specifically. 870 right here in close. 807, take your dark glasses off, sir. I can't see your eyes. $870,000 bid now at 870 bid. 870, 890. Oh, I knew you'd do that. 880, take the 10, sir. 890. That puts him on the bridge. No, I won't take the 5 at this point in time. Take the 10, sir. We're a little way off the mark. $880,000 bid now at 880 bid. $880,000 bid now at 880. Take the 10 anywhere around the crowd at $880,000. right here, calling once. $880,000. We should be up around 900, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll take the 10, make it 890. $880,000 calling twice. I know we've got interested parties here. If you're waiting to bid, waiting for it to come on the market and then bid, catch 22, ladies and gentlemen. I can't get it on the market till you bid. I can't do it without your participation. 880 is right here. I'll take your 5, sir, if it's still there. 885, 885, 890. I'd like to see the 900. We should be, that we're going to get there anyway. 885 is there. 885. 900. Take a 5 again, 890. 885. Won't take anything less at this stage. 890 bid. 890. 890 and 5. 895 on the nod, sir, at 895. Straight back in again at 895. 900. You should have listened to me. At 895 bid. 895 right there. 5 to make it 900. 900 bid. 905. At 905, straight back in again at 905. At $905,000 bid now. 905. Only 2 of you in at this stage. 905 is there. 10. 910. No. At 905, right in close, ladies and gentlemen, at $905,000. Did you get my best side? Calling once. $905,000. Calling twice. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, at 905. Please be clear on the fact that if we pass the property in, we'll pass the property in favour of the highest bidder, and they will have first right to negotiate with the vendor, excluding all others, until either they or the vendor says no. So if you want to be in, you've got to be the highest bidder. $905,000 right there. Take the 5 again to make it 10. At $905,000. At 905, calling once. 905, calling twice. 905, the current bid. Jasmine Canny-Arpin just going inside to have a chat with the vendors at 905,000. 905. Charlie, could you just have a quick word here and find out what's going on? 905. Take a 5 anywhere around the crowd. Make it 910. Lindsay, that's a lovely bidding paddle you've got there. Just put it up for me. Is that 910? 905, gentleman's bid right here. Won't be too long, sir. We're just getting some instructions from the vendor. Let's see what's going to transpire. $905,000. I'll take 5,000 anywhere around the crowd, and I haven't forgotten you, sir. At 905, make it 910. I would have thought we would have been up around the sort of mid-9s, somewhere around there, but you're the judge. 905, the current bid, with the highest bidder right here. At $905,000, we're very, very close indeed, ladies and gentlemen, but not quite close enough. In the scheme of things, I'm looking for a further bid or further offer. Please be clear that if we pass the property in, I will pass it into the highest bidder. If you want to get in, you've got to play now. You've got to place your bid and see exactly where your counter offer's coming from. We're just going around all parties at this point in time just to check to see where they are. In the scheme of things, $905,000, looking for 5 to make it 910. The gentleman holds the bid at this point in time. Nothing. Charlie? At $905,000, ladies and gentlemen, if I don't receive a further bid or further offer, I have been instructed to pass the property in favour of the gentleman here, excluding all others until either he or the vendors say no. At $905,000, I urge you to reconsider. 1,342 square metres of land approximately. Where do you get it? The potential with this block of land is immense. It's got a gorgeous family home on it, as you can see. Loads of light coming in. Very, very well proportioned. You've got the sunroom there as well. I feel like a weatherman that I'm doing this. $905,000, ladies and gentlemen. I'll call the property 3 times against you, give you all time to come in. But at $905,000, the bid is right here. I'm looking for that 5 anywhere around the crowd, and I call it once at $905,000. With the highest bidder calling twice. Third and final call at $905,000. All silence. All done. So we passed the property in your favour at 905. Thank you for your bid. Sir, don't go away. You may be called upon to participate in negotiations. Selvin will look after you here. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the vendors and the team from the professionals at Wantirna, thank you so much for your attendance today. Thank you to our 2 bidders, and may you enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you.